Yeah. I know you can't believe it, but I just felt like waking up as a jury here in the BX this morning. I see Canes is already in the building, and we're gonna do something today, which I think is gonna be pretty cool. We're gonna do them in reverse order. We're gonna start the show today, this morning, in Macy in the morning. Mwah. That's for Mahogany Roots and MJ that gave me that idea. Suspect Puma in the building. Long time. Hope life is good. I'm trying, Suspect. Long time, my brother. A long time I've seen you, man. It's great to see you. Really is, bro. It's cool to see you, man. And here this early in the morning. Boy, it's been a while since I see Suspect Puma. Yeah, that's right. He used to be in my early shows back in the day. When I used to do 3 shows a day. Remember that, Puma? Put a one in the chat. You remember that. Mm-hmm. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Good morning to you guys. My daughters have been having health problems, been real busy. Yo, seriously, in here, real talk, man, my prayers are to you and your family, man. My prayers are to you and your family and your baby girls, bro. Because one thing I do in here, real talk, human life, human beings are more important than a touchdown, a grand slam, a slam dunk, and a breakaway goal in both soccer and in hockey. Real talk. It's one thing about me. I always put human life first up here, man. Not a problem, bro. It's real life, man. We're human beings first, man. I mean, all you guys 2 years ago was there for me when I first got my kidney and when I was going through serious kidney problems, bro. You guys know that. And then I got my kidney 2.5 years ago, and I always love you guys for that, man. Real talk, bro. Just wrote something nice to Puma. There you go, family. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, after I do the game balls, I'll bring people up here, and I still pray for your health, homie. Appreciate that, man. Love you for that, man. Appreciate you for that, man. Same here, family. All right, let's get this started today, this morning, and we're gonna go backwards with the game balls. Okay, don't go backwards with it. All right. Beginning with game ball number 5 goes to Gino Smith. Now I watched this game yesterday because appreciate you, family. Appreciate you, Puma. Appreciate you, man. Your love and support. All right, let's get to Geno Smith. He is game number 5. Gets game ball for number 5. That's right, mandatory, bro. I look at it this way: God, health, peace of mind, family. That's the 4 most important things to me. Okay. It's those four things. Okay. And then money. So for me, it's God first, health, well-being, family, money, in that order. All right, start again with Gino Smith. What a comeback by the Seahawks yesterday. And this game was crazy. I mean, Seattle go off to a 14-0 lead. The Quest Field was rocking. They wore the 1980s throwbacks, which just looks sharp on them. They should bring those back more. And then Cleveland came storming back. PJ Walker from the second and third quarters looked like Superman out there. And then Myles Garrett came alive. And Cleveland started to bully the Seahawks a little bit. And then late in that game was the turning point. Bobby Wagner said, I'm not taking this shit. So Bobby Wagner showed why he's the best middle linebacker of this generation, bar none. Totally dominated the fourth quarter. And then the biggest play of the game, folks, was they pressured PJ Walker. The ball was tipped in the air, intercepted by Seattle. And then Gino Smith drove 49 yards for the game winner, hitting Enigba, the rookie from Ohio State. And Seattle came back and showed why, folks, when you draft well, good things happen. I'm going to be in your next live. I'm going to put some work in to get a weekend job as well. My man. Need to keep my family blessed. You damn right. I'll keep you in my prayers, family. Real talk. Shake money in the building. So, Seattle. Don't look now, but the 49ers, look up. Okay? Look up. Seattle's finally on top of you. Okay? For all these guys who mock the Seahawks drives, and they can't do this and they can't do that. Well, we're going to get a big test because this Sunday, we're going to see Seattle on the road. They had a chance to win in Cincinnati 2 weeks ago, and they blew that. And that was a very disappointing loss for them. They couldn't get it. When Seattle gets into the red zone, they can't score. And I think one of the reasons why is they don't. I don't know what's about Noah Fant. Maybe he's hurt. I don't know. They don't have that tight end like they usually do to get you in the end zone. So Seattle, a big gut check win. They're in Baltimore next week. And then I believe they have the Steelers at home week 17. That's going to be interesting in Seattle. So they're 1-1 against the NFC North, to me, the best division in football. And they had a gut check, win at home. And what a job. What a job by the Seahawks just in front of their fan base. That was a gut check win for them. As far as Cleveland goes, there's a lot of drama with the Browns. Some people believe that Deshaun Watson's quit on the team. I don't know why. Maybe it's the environment. Maybe the Boo Birds are getting to him. Not in Cleveland, on the road. You saw that meltdown he had on Monday Night Football in Pittsburgh when they got on him about what he did or allegedly did. So, interesting, to say the least, folks. Let you know where these teams play next. You know what? I'm going to have Seattle at Baltimore next week. That's what they will be. And the Browns will be home for the Cardinals, and they'll be 5-3. All right. Next, game ball number 4. Welcome back to the NFL, Dakota Prescott. That's his real name, Dakota. That's why they call him Dak for short. Let me get Dak Prescott's numbers yesterday. Let me do that. Where's Dallas at? Dallas. There we go. Do Dak Prescott. Yeah. Let me get this. Prescott was 25 of 31, 81% passing yesterday, 304 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick. That's what I'm talking about for Dak Prescott. CeeDee Lamb had a monster game, 12 catches, 158, and 2 TDs. So Prescott's back. Dallas is back. I said in the beginning of the year, and I told this to Raven Knight, now these guys who love these quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying? Dallas, what they did was this, okay? When they had their bye week, they said, you know what, we got to get the ball back to Dak Prescott's hands. Because what Mike McCarthy did was he took the ball away from Dak Prescott and gave it to the defense, and it worked to a degree. It worked to a degree. But what they realized was when they lost to San Francisco, it wasn't going to work. And they had to get this guy back into the game. And they did. And give Dallas a lot of credit. Dak Prescott doing his thing. Okay. So game ball number 4 goes to Dak Prescott. Game ball number 3. I could have given this young man number 1. But I gave him number 3. And that is Will Levis. What a job Will Levis did yesterday. Oh my God. Wow. Levis, I'm going to give you his stats right now. I saw every touchdown he threw. Oh my God. He looked at like John Elway out there. Let me see. Where's Will Levis at? Where's Will? Okay, here we go. Let you know what he did right now. Will Levis. Let me go back here. What a job he did yesterday. Will Levis, 19 of 29, 238 yards, 4 touchdowns. Passing rating of 139.14. What a tremendous job he did yesterday. And if you have somebody like I did in fantasy, which was DeAndre Hopkins for 128 and 3 TDs yesterday. Welcome back to the NFL, DeAndre Hopkins. What a win for Tennessee. What a young man's game for Will Levis. Congratulations to him. Titans goes to 3-4. Let you know where they go next week. Oh, Thursday night football, I'll skip it. They'll be in Pittsburgh this Thursday night. I'll skip it. And Atlanta, who cares? Atlanta, I can guarantee you one thing. They'll be looking for a quarterback. They'll host the Vikings. Game ball number 2. Listen up, Dolphin fans. Game ball number 2 goes to the Broncos defense. What a job they did on Patrick Mahomes yesterday. Held the Chiefs without a touchdown. Beat the Chiefs' ass all around the field. This was big for the Broncos. It sure was. What a win for the Broncos yesterday. Totally dominated the Chiefs. And, real talk, I think the Chiefs were stunned because they've beaten the Broncos 16 straight times. The Broncos totally manhandled the Chiefs yesterday. Totally manhandled the Chiefs. And I'll tell you right now, they got Miami on Sunday. And the Chiefs' defense played great. The problem was Mahomes couldn't move the football. And when you can't move the football, you can't score, right? Great job by the Broncos defense. Now, moving forward, I know Mahomes hurt his left hand yesterday. They had to put a wrap and a glove on it. That's not his throwing hand. But he got roughed up pretty bad by the Broncos yesterday. And we all know what's Sunday morning. Chiefs Dolphins on Sunday morning. It's a huge game. To me, now, because the Chiefs lost this game, it's a huge game for both teams. I'll do the Chiefs first, and the Miami reason is obvious. Chiefs lose this one, and let's see the Chiefs' losses this year. They just lost to the Broncos, and they lost to trying to think. They haven't played the Bills yet. They beat the Jets. I'm trying to think. Did they play? I'm trying to think who the Chiefs lost to. Oh, they lost to the Lions. Okay, they have to, I think for both these teams coming up, Chiefs, you lose to the Dolphins, and you look at the Dolphins' next 5 games after this one. The Dolphins, Jaguars, and Ravens are going to be playing for home field, and you're not. And remember one thing about Kansas City. In the Patrick Mahomes era, never played a playoff game on the road. That's a fact. So, Kansas City on their way to Germany, beaten down by the Broncos. And the Broncos deserve this bye. They've won 2 in a row. So, good feelings are beginning to come back to the Rocky Mountains. Denver 3-5, Chiefs 6-2. Chiefs and the Dolphins. Let me also say this. On the Dolphins side, is you know what the reason why there's a big game for them. They haven't beaten anybody. Okay. So this one will go a long way for them. No, they win this one on Sunday, and they should win on Sunday because, like I said about the Chiefs, there's something missing with them. And I think what's missing with them is playing for the Dolphins right now. And I don't give a damn. Tyreek Hill don't give a damn where this game is. He's coming out big. Speaking of Tyreek Hill, congratulations to him. Matter of fact, let me give him a special game ball. The first receiver in NFL history to have 1,000 yards in half a season. I will make another prediction. With who they're playing the next couple weeks after their bye, Tyreek Hill will be going for, I will say this right now, because I believe they could throw in the Cowboys secondary without Diggs in there. Tyreek Hill will set a record, folks, at the end of the season that no receiver in the history of the game is going to break but himself. Tyreek Hill, and I'm going to talk about the young man on the thumbnail after I talk about who gets number one game ball, and he deserves it. I'll do him next. Tyreek Hill, folks, could have had 2,000 easy last year quarterback he getting up. This year with the quarterback healthy, a decent running game, and I said to these Dolphin fools, right, you need a balanced offense so your quarterback won't get hurt. And now it's going to break 2,000, folks. I hate to disappoint you. And they'll do it, I would say, either the Jets or the Dallas game at home. But he's going to break that record. He's going to smash 2,000. And then the last 3 games, Dallas, the Ravens, and Buffalo at home. Tyreek Hill is going to easily get over 2,000 yards. So, special game ball for Tyreek Hill. Number one game ball, and I said they would win this game. And Peter King had the audacity to boldly predict. He was doing Chris Russo that the Bengals will not beat both San Francisco and Buffalo next week. I will guarantee you, like I did this week, I said Joe Burrow and the Bengals will go out in San Francisco. They'll win that game. They did. They dominated that game. Joe Burrow was Joe Burrow. Let me get his numbers. Let me get his numbers, Joe Burrow. I'll tell you who looked good too. God damn, he looked good. Oh. Oh man, did he look good. Joe Mixon looked spectacular in this game. And I'm trying to get the Bengals stats from yesterday game. Find Joe Burrow. Here we go. Let me do it right here. What a job by Joe Burrow yesterday. They went into San Francisco and totally dominated and sent the loud message. San Francisco, I got news for you. Okay. I got news for you, San Francisco. Look up. Look who's on top now. That's right. The Hawk is on top. All these people talking big shit about this team, that team, this team. I warned all of you. They ripped the Broncos off so bad they hit on every draft pick the last 2 years. They're all in the starting lineup. That's why that Baltimore game, to me, every game this Sunday is huge. I'm at 4 games up here live. You have a statement game again for Seattle. Can they beat the Ravens on the road? Lamar Jackson on his march to the MVP of the NFL. The other player I will put in that with him is Tyreek Hill. You get 2,000 yards receiving, you are at the top of the MVP list. Lamar Jackson, why he, to me, is the leading candidate. I'll do his schedule the rest of the way beginning this Sunday. But first, let me give you Joe Burrow's numbers from yesterday. Where's the Bengals at? And then we're going to recap the entire league from yesterday. Where's that game at? Bengals. Where is it at? What a job by Joe Burrow. And let me also add this to this. Brock. Guys like Lauro going on and on about Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is who he is. It's aight. Okay. He's aight. He's aight. Nothing special. He just has a lot of talent around him. And you saw George Kittle yesterday in the sidelines yelling and screaming at Brock Purdy. There's a reason why. And Kyle, I got to check out your boy injury status for Kirk Cousins. He'll be available for free March 10th. Get your money out. Burrow, 28 of 32. God damn. Another quarterback that was sizzling yesterday. Just dissected the 49ers. 3 touchdowns, no picks, 283 yards. He's getting ready for Buffalo next Sunday night. And I'm going to talk about that game next. How big that game is for the Buffalo Bills. I'll do that next. Burrow was outstanding. Joe Mixon was outstanding. 16 for 87, averaging 5.4 yards a carry and a touchdown. Burrow had 43 yards on 6 carries for a touchdown. He didn't score a touchdown. Let me see. Chase, let me get Chase. Chase had 100 and a touchdown. Boyd had a touchdown yesterday. And some guy named Andrea Ovice scored. So Joe Burrow was just outstanding yesterday. That is Joe Burrow. And for EM's dumbass to come up here a couple of weeks ago and said that Tungalover is better than Joe Burrow. No, he's not. No, he's not, EM. No, he's not. That's why I roasted your ass when I saw you in my chat room a couple of weeks ago. Okay? Let's just call it like it is. Joe Burrow showed San Francisco, Kyle Shanahan, Wilkes, defense coordinator, and Brock Purdy how you play quarterback and what's a marquee quarterback is. Okay? That's why Joe Burrow is Joe Burrow. All right? He's not franchise. I mean, not only is he franchise, he's elite. Okay, Ian? Are we on the same page? And I'm going to say it again. Your boy's all right. In Miami, he's all right. But, again, he's flourishing under a system. And give Mike McDaniel last week a lot of credit when he came out and said that we have to beat good teams. That's why McDaniel is a brilliant football coach. And Miami's very fortunate, the last 2 coaches they've had. Flores was great. You saw progress with Brian Flores. That's why he'll always be deep embedded in my heart as a Dolphin coach. He started to turn this shit around in Miami. And now you got a brilliant offensive mind. And it's true. When you are an offensive coordinator as a head coach, you work better with the quarterback than a defensive coach that meddles into bullshit. That was Brian Flores' downfall. He was meddling into bullshit when it came to Tua. Kept fucking with Tua. Should have just left Tua alone. But remember, Brian Flores had flunkies around him. See, that's another problem with the Dolphins. Stephen Ross likes flunky coaches around. And you saw it last year when that defensive coordinator, the wrong one, I might add, stood there, their defense was garbage. Now, Vic Fangio, his problem is, and I keep saying this, he needs impact linebackers. I saw that Bronco game yesterday. Singleton, that kid Al Singleton for the Broncos, that's a baller. That's a baller. Nobody knows who he is. I always pick up my fantasy individual defensive players league. The kid gets 150, 160 tackles here. Yesterday, he dominated Patrick Mahomes by himself. And what makes the Broncos good? They got linebackers on defense. I think finally their defense is woken up. To do that to Mahomes yesterday was very impressive. So Joe Burrow gets the game ball from yesterday, number one game ball, special game ball to Tyreek Hill, who set the record yesterday over 1,000 yards in 8 games. He's going to get 2,000, folks. And I'm going to say it right now. Right now, as long as he stays healthy, and I expect Tyreek Hill to have a monster game this week against Kansas City. Because you're going to have to deal with, when you're Kansas City this week, you're going to have to deal with Tyreek. You're going to have to deal with Waddle. You have to deal with Burrow in the slot. You have to deal with Claypool's height and speed and Smythe at tight end. And they could get 8-chain back this week. Miami, you are clearly the better team going into this game. I'm picking you to win outright. Matter of fact, let me look at the Vegas odds for this game. Guys, you know I'm up this morning. You know what time I fell asleep last night, fellas? No joke. I fell asleep around 8:15. I didn't wake up to 2:15 in the morning, real talk. I got 6 hours of good rest, and then I went back to sleep around 4 in the morning. Platinum was doing a show, and I'm going to let Platt take the glory of this. He wanted to start a platform at 3:30 in the morning. Bombshell out of Colorado. The Sanders boys and another player were not NIL players. And there's going to be an investigation there. News came out early this morning. Jim Harbaugh will be significantly punished by the NCAA. That came out early this morning. So I'm just letting you guys know what's going on in the world of sports. Portland is a disaster. Word is in the NBA that you may see some moves out there. Milwaukee laid an egg last night. I mean, and it's a rivalry. They played in the conference finals, believe it or not, in 2021. Two teams who really don't like each other. And Dame got roundly booed in Milwaukee last night. And he will speak today about the Miami Heat. That's right. If you're a Miami Heat fan, watch his press conference today. He's going to talk. He said he will talk about the Miami Heat. And it's going to be interesting what he's going to say. Because one of the things that came out already is that he said, I never played for them. Why should I think about them? This is going to be very good later today. I will be on for the World Series tonight. I will get into the World Series tonight, but I will talk about Dame's press conference first. And I'll have Dame's press conference with the Miami Heat. He'll talk about the Heat because the Heat's in the Mecca tonight against the Bucks. And I'll have that for him. But Dame will open up tonight about the Miami Heat, so stay tuned for that later tonight. Let me see what else. The Super Bowl odds, the latest Super Bowl odds are out. Kansas City is the favorite I think it's crazy. San Francisco is right behind. I think it's crazy. Philadelphia is the favorite. Eh, followed by Dallas and Miami. Boy, they always got to find a way to put the Cowboys high, don't they? Detroit, Baltimore, Buffalo, Jacksonville, Cincinnati, and Seattle. That rounds off the top 10. Let me tell you this right now. If I was a betting person, which I am, looking at this list, I'm betting on the Ravens and I'm betting on the Bengals on this list. I think Seattle's a year away, but the NFC is very winnable. Okay. Big game for Seattle this week against the Ravens for both teams. And I could predict this right now. Waquan Smith has got a monster game this week. I promise you that. So those are the Super Bowl odds right now. If I had to bet $1,000 each on two teams, I will go Ravens. I will go Cincinnati. Because Ravens, for you people in here, let me read you. I've been reading it all week. Let me read you the Ravens schedule the rest of the year beginning this Sunday. Okay? And in my opinion, the MVP is a two-player race. It's Tyreek Hill with his monster numbers that he's going to end up doing, and it's Lamar Jackson to lose. Okay. This is Lamar Jackson's schedule, folks, beginning now. Seattle at home, Cleveland at home, Bengals at home, at the Chargers, Rams at home. Rams will be playing for a wild card spot. Rams are pretty good. Seriously, they are. At Jacksonville, that's a huge game. That, by the way, my birthday is on a Friday. That is a Sunday night football game, December 17th in Jacksonville. At San Francisco, Christmas Day. Okay? Christmas night. They're at San Francisco. That's an ESPN, ABC. No, ABC got the NBA. The Dolphins at home, New Year's Eve. And then the Steelers, the last Sunday of the season. They are not playing cupcakes the rest of the way, folks. That's the point I'm making. Lamar Jackson goes 7-2, and this stretch, as much as I love Tyreek Hill, he is the MVP of the league. Okay? Let me see who else came in the chat. My apologies. Let's see what's coming. Darkness is in the building. What's on NFL Network? They did. Hey, Canes, that wasn't me who deleted you. That was Iman getting his second MVP. So a lot of people buying into that. Yeah. Morning to underrated. Morning to Iman in the building. Me and Iman in our football picks. Lamar, Iman is caught up to me. I'm 13. I'm 13-11 now. Iman is 11-13. Congratulations to him. Every time I get off to a good start, Iman comes storming back. Whew. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's why I said right now, you look at the NFL right now, it's for anybody for the taking. It's for anybody for the taking. But again, I'm looking around the NFL, folks. There's nothing to talk about. It's that low this year. Trevor Lawrence, he beats the 49ers next week. Trevor Lawrence is going to be voted as an MVP favorite, along with Lamar, and he's going to play Lamar head to head, like I told you guys, Week 15 on Sunday Night Football in Jacksonville. Okay, and that's a huge game for the young Jaguars. That is. Okay. Let me give a salute to Iman. I heard Cousins tore his Achilles. He's out for the year. And Cousins was leading the NFL in touchdown passes. Cousins was having a good year. Minnesota's done. No Jefferson, no Kirk Cousins. They're done. All right, let's go around the NFL now. I'm going to let guys come up in a second. Miami won a tough game yesterday against New England. I'm going to give you the stats in a second. Doubleheader Wednesday night up here, folks. The early game is Milwaukee at Toronto. Your late game up here in the NBA is Kings at Warriors. Clippers off to a great start. Congrats to the Clippers. I'm dead serious about that. Clippers off to a tremendous start. And the two buffoons, a.k.a. the load management twins, are playing, believe it. All right, let's go around the NFL. Miami wins yesterday. The Dolphins 31-17 over the Pats. Give you the stats in that one. Will Levis, I don't even have to do Tennessee because Will Levis was a megastar yesterday. And again, welcome to the NFL. That young man who slipped in the first round because of his attitude, and he showed the NFL yesterday, hey, look, I got the best arm of any of those rookie quarterbacks. Okay. Let's start with the Dolphins. Let's go there first. Miami, in a tough battle at home, beat the Patriots. And Miami is a robust 6-2. Don't look now, folks. Miami wins this week. I'm telling you right now. Until they play the Cowboys, who's going to beat them? Jalen Ramsey had an interception yesterday. So the fish looked real good yesterday, folks. Tungala over 30 for 45. 324, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Mozart had 46 yards and a touchdown. Tyreek Waddle had them. Both of them had over 100. And Cedric Wilson caught a touchdown. Dolphins got to utilize him better. He is a damn good receiver. Cedric Wilson. These Dolphin fans think he's a bum. He's no bum. Okay? And trust me, some team next year is going to give him a nice deal. All right? Miami goes to 6-2 in Germany on Sunday morning. I'll be up here Sunday morning. And we'll do Dolphins and we got 4 big games up here on Sunday. I'm not going to do the Titans. I'm not going to do the Texans. Very disappointing loss for the Texans. You know what I'm saying? Give me a quick second. All right, that was mom calling me very upset that Mahomes got his ass beat yesterday. And I told her I'll call her later and explain what happened. But back to like I was saying, let me find the next game for you guys. I'm gonna bring you guys up. Uh, I'll talk about Green Bay tonight before the baseball game. Saints beat the Colts yesterday. Eh. Jets, Giants. And by the way, Iman, Giant fans want this guy out. They want Dayball out. They are screaming that all over New York this morning. I'm just gonna say it's about the Jaguars and the Steelers. The game changed entirely when uh once the quarterback from Pittsburgh got hurt. When Pickett got hurt, and he's hurt pretty bad too. I'll find out about him. Let's do the Redskins and the Eagles because this was a high. The Eagles blew this one. So, excuse me, the Redskins blew this one. All right, we'll do the Eagles first. I know a lot of people love the Eagles quarterback, so let's do him first. Okay. Hurts 29 38, 319, 4 touchdowns. I didn't know he threw 4 touchdowns. Swift 16 for 57, 1 touchdown. A.J. Brown, monster game, 8 for 130, 2 touchdowns. Devontae Smith, 7 for 99, 1 touchdown. The Dolphins and the Eagles are very similar. The difference is the Eagles can run the football better than the Dolphins can. And the Eagles are more consistent on the ground than the Dolphins are. But they're two mirror images teams. And if and if what's our boy name again? What's our boy? If Tyreek gets over 2,000, A.J. Brown is not in the same stratosphere than Tyreek Hill. He's not now. So I don't want to hear this A.J. Brown bullshit. The best receiver in football resides in Miami Gardens, Florida. Ask Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce how much they miss number 10, or as he is self-proclaimed, the cheetah. Okay. Redskins, let's see. Sam Howell had a great game yesterday. God damn. Sam Howell. Redskins found their quarterback, folks. Congratulations to them. He's thrown 7 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. He threw 52 times, 397 yards, 39 and 52. A tremendous game for that young man. 4 touchdowns and a pick. Robinson had 59 yards. So he was the entire Redskin offense. Dotson had 108 yards. Jamison Crowder, welcome back to the NFL, bro. He had 95 and a touchdown. McLaren had. Let me tell you something about the Redskins. Moving forward, I'm hearing that they're gonna fire Ron if they don't make the playoffs. Magic's gonna get rid of him, and they may just elevate the enemy as head coach. Because this kid Sam Howell is performing, folks. You can say what you want, but he's fun. Eagles win yesterday 38-31. Let me see who else. I'm going to start bringing you guys up right now. Just give me a second. I'm bringing you all up. Whoever wants to come up and talk football. Let me see who else. Yeah, let me do Seattle. Kansas City's nothing to talk about. I did Joe Burrow already. Let me do Seattle, then everybody pull up. This Seattle game was a great game yesterday. Give the Browns credit. Browns had that game won. And to that late interception with less than 3 minutes to go in the game, that changed everything. And I think Cleveland got a little bit too cocky yesterday. Okay. Seattle wins 24-20. We'll start with, of course, the winners. That is Gino Smith. Gino, 23 of 37, 254, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Walker, 66 yards. Jake Bobo had a touchdown yesterday on the ground. Lockett, 8 for 81, a touchdown. Metcalf had 5 for 67. Smith and Igba caught the game-winning touchdown. He had 36 yards and a touchdown for the winning Seahawks. For the Browns, P.J. Walker, 15 of 31, 248, a touchdown and 2 picks. Hunt scored a touchdown yesterday for the Browns. So the Browns, Bobby Wagner and the boys took this game from them. Seahawks looked real sharp with their old school uniforms yesterday. All right, let's bring everybody up who wants to pull up. If the Giants fire their coach, I bet he goes back to the Bills. The biggest question for the Dolphins is, can they handle business versus good teams? They have a golden opportunity next week. I mean, Chiefs are wounded. I mean, Mahomes' left hand is hurt. It'll be interesting for them. All right, let's bring the guys up. Talk football this morning. There you go. The link is in the chat. We'll do this. And thank you for giving me this amount of time to talk, because it's been a lot of things going on. Wow, whoever wants to come up. Let me also say this. Let me add to this. World Series tonight, and you'll see the thumbnail later tonight. The thumbnail will be made this afternoon, early evening, then I'll post it before I come on the air. This is plain and simple. Arizona now feels not only can they beat Texas, they could run Texas out of the desert this week. I'm going to say it right now. If I'm Texas, you better win tonight, because if it gets 3-1, Game 5 Wednesday night for a championship, no matter what you do, Arizona is going to win the championship. You go down 3-1. You better win tonight, Texas. Because the one thing about this series, and it won't get chippy tonight. It'll get chippy tomorrow night when you'll be seeing batters getting hit. On one side, you got the Texas Rangers. They got the best manager. If he wins this series, he's going to become the GOAT, because he's going to win more in Texas. Okay? Texas win this year. They're going to win again with this guy running things. Okay? His team, it's a bunch of bullies. And you saw it Friday night when Seager hit the home run to tie it in the ninth. And then Garcia, Mr. Everybody See Me, hit his home run. And, but on the other side, and this is where this series is going to get chippy. You got Arizona team, and I don't know what it is about Phoenix, but when their teams are good, oh my God, are the athletes in that town smug. Oh man. Phoenix, when they are good, when they are winning, look at Bruce Arians, and I love Bruce Arians. When he got the Cardinals good, Bruce Arians was everywhere. Everywhere. He had a swag to him. Now, tonight, Devin Booker will be there. Kevin Durant will be there. What they're going to do these 3 games is bring back their world champion heroes. Tonight, Luis Gonzalez and Randy Johnson will both throw out the first pitch tonight. And there's a couple other stars that will be at these games, these 3 days in Phoenix. I think it's very important Texas wins tonight. I do. Because if they don't, like I said, the lack, and this is what this series has come to. The Texas Rangers already said they didn't like the way that Corbin Carroll and a couple of those guys was laughing at them Saturday night. And they were laughing at them, folks. Every scene you saw when Arizona was on the bases, when they were pouring it on, that's in Texas a loud message. They had smiles, they had grins. They're like basically telling the Texas players, you ain't shit. And Texas got the message. Have you heard the things they've been saying? They got the message. Basically, what I'm saying is Texas is like Arizona is basically telling the Rangers, who the hell did you play? The Astros? That's your only competition? You know, they're laughing at Texas right now. And I don't know what it is about Arizona athletes when they are winning. Oh my God. Wow. Canes, Tony, what's up, fellas?
What's up, man? What's up, Tony?
Yo, I'm good this morning, man. I don't know what's up with Manzano. Usually that's not Manzano's avatar.
You hear me?
I hear you, Canes. Yes, Manzano. Don't hear you, bro. Your Mike, can't hear you. Oh, he can't see me. Hold up. Let me say this to him. Let me take this thing off. Then I'll tell Tony. Where is it? That's not it. There we go. Yeah, we can't hear you, Tony. You're muted. Oh, that's what happened. My bad, Tony. Bang. Tony's with us now. My bad, bro. What's up, Tony? Tony, if you can hear us, bro, I'm giving you the floor, brother. All right, Tony's off. He'll be back. Yeah, his
Hey, Miss.
headset's on everything. What's up, fam?
You see my name for the Dolphins?
Oh, I saw it in the chat room. Yeah.
The Cupcake
Can,
Dolphins.
can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Now
Yeah,
we
what's
hear
up?
you crystal clear. Morning,
Yeah,
Tony.
no, sorry,
It's
like,
okay.
Uncle, you know what? You know what it is, Arizona?
Yeah.
It seems like Arizona, the last 2 times they've been in the World Series when crap.
That was Tony's best friend. I want to
Yeah,
hear what you have to say about Arizona. You called the Dolphins the Cupcake Dolphins.
I'm actually happy for Arizona.
The
You know why?
Diamondbacks?
Yeah, they played some tough teams in the NL, and
Yeah.
so did the Rangers. Only Arizona, they remind me of something that the Marlins did when they won it. So I'm happy for them.
They draft well, the
Yeah, and I'm
Diamondbacks.
happy for Texas as well. And they're gonna in this series, it should be pretty good.
Yeah. You could tell already they don't respect the Rangers.
Damn.
They look at the Rangers as a bunch of bullies. It's just the way they responded Saturday night. Totally 9-1. They could have put more runs up if they wanted to.
Yeah, they could have.
Let me see if Manzano's back with us. Not yet. Let me know when Tony's in the back. I'm setting something up for this week right now.
Okay.
I am so excited. I got 4 football games this week to do. All right. The early odds are in for the Dolphins and the Chiefs. And the Chiefs are 2.5 point favorite. What do that mean? That means a lot of people think Miami's going to win this game. A lot of money is going on the Dolphins right now to win that game. Good for the Dolphins. Steelers, who cares? I'll find out about Pickett. You know, Kirk Cousins is done. I'll leave that game alone. Wow. Seahawks and the Ravens. The Ravens are 4.5 point favorite. I didn't speak to you after the game yesterday. Me and you was up here doing the game. I like the fact that Miami took care of business yesterday.
Yeah, same here.
I like that they did that.
My only issue is they can't beat the good teams. And when you go into the playoffs, you're gonna play the good teams.
If I'm a Dolphin fan right now, the one thing that will worry me is you may end up playing a team from the AFC North.
Yeah.
That would worry me if I am the Dolphins. That would worry me. Because the one thing about those teams in the AFC North, they all can play defense. Let's see what Tony says. It seems like I lost 2 times. The last 2 times Arizona's been to the World, they never played scared against the better team for some reason. Why is that? Because they have a swag to them. Because what I just said, there's something about these teams in Arizona that when they're good, they are. You know what I give that to? Ludos. And you're wondering why I say Ludos. When Arizona first became good in college basketball, they was Las Vegas's obstacle to get to the pinnacle. And those teams with Steve Kerr, that's Steve Kerr, Matt Offick, Sean Elliott, Judd Buechler, and I forgot the other guy. I see his face. He played in the NBA too. Arizona had a swag to them that I just didn't like. I couldn't. Arizona became my rival for a hot minute in college basketball. But a little something happened along the way. For the first time, Arizona punched the Running Rebels in the face in the West semifinals at the Old McNichols Arena in Denver. And UNLV took the punch. And Anderson Hunt, me and Greg Anthony talked about this years back. Anderson Hunt will always be a special place in my heart because, and he was a freshman back then. He hit the 3 to beat Arizona. And me and Greg Anthony talked about this. And why was that important? Because finally, the Running Rebels got over the hump and claimed the Western supremacy in the West Coast. It took them forever to get out of UCLA's shadow. Then Arizona came out of nowhere with all those white guys, and I mean that in a loving way, and they were good. But when Vegas beat them, it knocked the swagger out of Arizona. And it took them 9 years to finally win a national championship. It took them to 1997. 8 years. It took them to 1997 finally for them to get over the hump. And that happens. And I said this a little earlier. San Francisco is reeling right now. Seattle is humming up right now. And it always happens in the millennium. Whenever the 49ers get good, the Seahawks come out of nowhere and knock them off the porch. To answer your question, Tony, they just have a swag about them. And all these teams do. And what you're seeing right now, do you know if Shane Doan and Kevin and Keith the Chuck? I don't know. But I know, let me get to that. But I know this. The stars will be aligned for the Diamondbacks tonight. I believe the Dolphins will be on this week on Hard Knocks on your local Max cable channel. Bob Melvin very quietly got released by the Padres to go to San Francisco. Fans in Arizona hope tonight that they get rid of those stupid burgundy towels and bring back the white pom-poms. That's what the fans want out in Arizona. Gonna get an answer for Tony Manzano. Otani could be on the move as soon as next week as a free agent, because as soon as the World Series is over, free agency starts in baseball. That's the rules. So the Diamondbacks, 3 wins away. The Rangers, 3 wins away. Durant and Devin Booker will be there tonight. I know Jamie Finch will throw out the pitch tomorrow night. Now give Phoenix a lot of credit. Now they got a nickname for their sports network, Burn City Sports. Good. Yeah, makes sense. Good for them. So back to football, though. I'm doing football tonight. No, they're not going to be there. Back to NFL. Kings, what impressed you about last night, fam? I mean, yesterday with the Dolphins. What impressed you?
Actually, for me as a fan,
Yeah.
for the Dolphins, I'm impressed with the win.
Yes.
But then again, I'm not, because we have to beat the good teams, not the sorry teams.
I thought you were going to say because they didn't put 48 on the board.
Nah, man. Bro, I've been saying this, and as a matter of fact, I said this on a show last night. It's funny how we celebrate the wins versus the bad teams when we can't beat the good teams. And I caught a lot of slack for it. And
why? Because you're telling the truth?
yes, and Irving was the only one who said, Canes, you're completely right on that show. He's like, I agree with you.
Yeah. I mean, they lose this week against a banged up Chief team. Bro. Shit. And then we won't see them again I won't see them again until they play Dallas. So, after Sunday, I'm not covering Tennessee and Miami. I'm not covering the Redskins in Miami. I'm not doing, I have to do the first Jet game. And I'm damn sure ain't doing the Raiders game. Shit. That'll be week 11. Dolphins and the Raiders. I am not doing that one. Shit. Matter of fact, let me find out right now what I'm doing week 11 up here.
Yeah, I got the Dolphins winning versus the Chiefs. But I got a feeling they may shut the bed again. And one more thing.
Yeah.
I noticed my local stations aren't gonna have the games, so I won't have no way to watch it.
I'm sorry, bro.
It's no worries. It's not your fault.
Nah, you should be able to watch that game. All right. It looks like I'm gonna be doing 3 Thursday night games in a row. That week 11, Thursday night football is the Bengals at the Ravens. So you know I'll be doing that. Let me see that Sunday. Let me see.
Hey, mates, I'll be back.
Yeah, go ahead, man. This week, looking at week 11, I may have no other choice because that week the games suck. I can't be doing Jets and Bills. Can't do it. And the best game that week is your Thursday night game, Bengals at Ravens, and your Monday night game that week, rematch of the Super Bowl. So that will be your games that week. So let me check who I'll be doing next Sunday. I believe the 49ers are off this week. Let me make sure. The Niners off this week. I know the Jaguars are off this week. Yeah, Niners are off this week. So, like I said, we got 4 big ones this week. Buffalo at Cincinnati, that's the night game. Dallas at Philly is your 4:30 game. Seahawks and the Ravens is your early afternoon game, and your morning game will be up here the Dolphins and the Chiefs from Germany. Monday night, Jets Chargers. We'll find out. Rodgers looked good walking, shifting around yesterday, throwing the football. AJ Ross had that on her Instagram page. She shot the footage. So we got 4 big ones this week. Next week, week 10, Jaguars and 49ers will be one of our games. There you go. It's the early game up here. Jaguars and the Niners. Late game. I'll give you the late game. I'll give you the Chargers and the Lions. That'll be the late game that week. Or Washington and Seattle. And Broncos and Bills is your Monday night game. You know me, I'll be long asleep. So that's next week. Right now, I'm looking at Detroit at the Chargers as your late game. Your early game will be the 49ers at Jacksonville. Part of a Fox doubleheader. Giants are at Dallas that week. Wow, what a disaster. for the NFL. It's been a rough year for the NFL, man. Unless you're a Dolphins fan, a Bengals fan, let me rephrase it. A Dolphins fan, a fan of an AFC North team, Jaguars. Will Levis gives Tennessee fans hope for the future. Houston got hope for the future. I think the Colts have been sabotaged. And the AFC West, Chiefs, Broncos showing you some life. That's the way it is right now. Let me see anybody's pulling up. College football odds. Let me see. This college football. Got some good games Saturday. Whew. I'll be in that room in a second. So you guys, Milwaukee and NBA, that was disappointing. And this is why a guy like myself, you don't take the Bucks seriously. How the hell you lose by 17 at home to the Atlanta Hawks, who's looked lousy so far? How? Lillard got booed out of the Mecca yesterday. Lillard will talk about the Heat later today. It's going to be interesting. The Heat's in the Mecca tonight. Milwaukee got their first 3 games at home. Then they go on the road finally. How does that happen? How did that happen? How? And this is why a guy like me in my rankings, I put the Bucks 4. Look at Denver so far. Denver went into Oklahoma City yesterday for Oklahoma's home opener. And Oklahoma's been demolishing teams. They went into Oklahoma City yesterday, beat them by 30. They have dismantled the Raiders. I mean the Lakers. I forgot. Oh, they went to Memphis, and Memphis showed some guts. Now Memphis is horrible. I see all these experts putting Memphis 4th in the West. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Memphis is horrible without Ja Morant. And that's going to be their season, by the way. The NBA did Memphis Grizzlies no favors with their schedule going to Christmas. They are going to be brutal. And may be lucky to begin to play in the playing game. Also, you wonder about the psyche of the players on that team when Ja comes back. I saw the body language in the exhibition. It wasn't good. Memphis went from a fun team that you could see win the championship 2 years ago. They let the egos get into it a little bit. And now they're on the verge of oblivion. And that's a good fan base down in Memphis. Shout out to Platinum Elite. That's a good fan base down in Memphis. Okay. A very good fan base in Memphis. We'll have weekday picks whenever Platinum is ready to do it, Tuesday or Wednesday. You know we have our show on Thursday. 1 o'clock Eastern time. I'm looking at the odds right now. Where's my Seminoles at? Where's my Seminoles? Where's my Seminoles at? Let me see Tennessee. Jacksonville State is 14.5-point underdog against South Carolina. I will definitely take my boys Jacksonville State in the 14.5 on Saturday. Shit. That's one game I'm picking. Ohio State opened at 18 against Rutgers. Kansas State and Texas is going to be a good one. That's going to be in Austin. Notre Dame and Clemson. Notre Dame's 2.5-point favorite. So right now I got Jacksonville State. I'm having a good year in college football. 15-6 against the spread. Pros, I'm 13-11. Had a hiccup. Ooh. Trying to find. Wow, should I do the Seminoles 21.5? I'll come back with my Seminoles. Big one next Saturday night. Or whenever it is. It could be Saturday night. It could be Saturday in the daytime. Miami or Florida State. Remember, my debut of Niggerland is that Saturday night too. 8:30 Eastern time. Got a nice panel for that. James Madison, 5.5. They've had a good year. That's Keynes' boys, James Madison. Wow, Oklahoma at Oklahoma State. I may pick against Spoon Pickens, as you know, if you hear me talk. Wow, here you go. This is a good game on Saturday. Missouri's had a great year. Missouri can score. Okay, I'll come back to that. Where's Alabama at? Because Alabama is the night game on CBS finally, giving Alabama some respect back. I mean, we all know, but all right, my second game, you know I'm in love with them. I'm gonna take Bo Nix, 24-point favorite at home against Cal. Washington USC. That's probably your ABC game. This or your Fox game this week. Washington Gold Penix versus Caleb Williams. Washington 4-point favorite. Alabama 3-point favorite against LSU. And Miami will be on for you Hurricane fans, you'll be on the ACC network. Miami at NC State Saturday. That's the ACC network game. They'll be in Raleigh all day for that one. Whew. Dion, a 13-point underdog. All right, here's my picks this week, okay? I'm going to take my boys Jacksonville State. 14.5-point underdog. Who they're playing? Let me make sure. 15-6 in college football this year against the spread. All right. Where's Jacksonville State at?
South Carolina.
I'm going to take Jacksonville State 14.5 plus 14.5 against South Carolina. I'm going to take Dion plus 13.5 at home against Oregon State. Let me find one more. Where's my Seminoles at? Where are my Seminoles at? God damn, they made me money this year, bro. Where's my Seminoles at? Now, you know who I'm picking next Saturday. It'll be the only time this year I'm picking against Florida State against my Hurricanes next Saturday night. I'm going to take Miami next Saturday night. I'm dead serious. I'm going to take the Hurricanes. Because the one thing about the Hurricanes, you know, if you're not a Hurricane fan, you're not in the know. Myself, Canes, 305, we're in the know. Okay? They're better than what you think, folks. Talent is there. They have proved that. Okay? Except that one position.
And speaking on that, the reason why that TVD is starting is because he's the best option right now.
I would buy that.
But the thing that bothers me is the guy is hurt.
And I don't like his body language either.
I don't either. It seems to me like football is not fun for him no more.
Trying to find me a third game. I picked 2 underdogs. I really want to take Missouri against Georgia. You know that, Canes?
Yeah, I understand.
I think Georgia's going to win, but I think 16.5 is too much for Missouri. Missouri's been good all year long. I'm looking at that real hard. But then again, my Seminoles. Oh, man. 21.5 against Pitt. Yeah, I'm going to take the Seminoles. You know why? Did you hear what happened after the game on Saturday, bro?
Nah, what happened?
The Pitt head coach dropped names and threw these kids under the bus. I think Pitt, folks, when you do that, you're done. The coach lost all respect in the locker room. I was reading that yesterday morning. I was laughing my ass off. I was reading that shit.
Where's the game at?
I'm going to take the Seminoles 21.5. To beat.
What are they playing?
Pittsburgh. At Pittsburgh. Yeah,
I can see Pitt with the upset.
After what the coach did, I just told you what the coach did.
Yeah, what it's in
Canes. When your coach and your bad team don't blame himself while the team sucks and blames everybody else, bro, that's not good, man.
Hey.
And the players, unless they get a big name coach, the players will be there. He's getting fired.
I've seen weird things in the ACC this season. That's all I'm going to say.
I know they beat who they beat again?
Let me see. This season they beat Louisville.
Florida State destroyed Louisville. Florida State's not Louisville. I'm taking my Seminoles, bro.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go one step further too. If the Hurricanes were undefeated, they would look past this game. You get what I'm saying? But now that the Hurricanes have 2 losses to Florida State next Saturday night, or when they play next Saturday, there's this.
No, the following.
They play the 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's next Saturday. When this Saturday, Hurricanes are at NC State. That game, by the
Mm-hmm.
way, is on the ACC network, 8:00. When you like Florida State right now, they know Miami's a rivalry game,
Mm-hmm.
but they have more to lose.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're going to take Pittsburgh seriously and send Miami a loud message how good they really are by bullying Pittsburgh this week.
Mm-hmm.
And then, trust me, Miami beats them. They're out of the bowl picture, bro.
That's what I keep telling these Seminole fans. Miami's
CB,
playing.
CB, this is me to you. Don't lose next Saturday night to the Canes, bro. Because if you do, your playoff dreams are history, bro.
Yep.
Don't lose to the U, baby. This is not the team you beat 53-7 last year, bro.
Nope, it's different. And I keep telling them that they don't want to listen to me. They say, "Oh, Canes, you're full of this, you're full of that. We don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Miami's trash." And I'm like, "All right,
Miami
all
ain't
right."
trash, folks. Miami
What
is
they've
not
been
trash.
saying.
And I'm not biased. They're not trash. Like next year at this time, I gotta find next year's schedule. Let me go find it.
You open up against the Gators.
In Miami, right?
No, at Gainesville.
Oh, really? Okay.
I still say we beat them.
Yeah, I could see us beating them. Yeah, I could see us beating them. All right, Platinum changed his topic. Oh, he did do the show last night. God damn, this nigga did. He's doing back to back. I'll go in there and say what's up to him in a second. Doing back to back, folks. He did Dion for 3 hours, and I was looking for his stream. I didn't see it. I didn't see his stream this morning. He was gonna do it at 3:30 in the morning. I guess he did it at 4:30 in the morning. What up, though? Star P, Kuma. Yeah, it's a different team, bro. Hurricanes. Hurricanes, to be honest with you, they are on the cuffs of being great again. They are on the cuffs. Shout out to both Akuma and Star P. All right, let me go say what's up to Platinum. So, all right, so he's done. Okay, he's out off the air. Damn. He finished the Sanders stream at 8:30 this morning. Okay. All right, Me and Canes is up here. Chilling. Talking Hurricanes football.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, folks. I guess he heard us, bro. Bro, you better not lose to us next Saturday night, bro. Also, I appreciate you, CB, because I've been betting the Seminoles every weekend winning big, bro. That's why I called them. That's right. How about them Knowles, baby, until next Saturday night? I'm going to take Florida State this week, minus 21.5 at Pitt. No letdown for Florida State.
I'm taking Pitt.
Hitting up our brother in the chat. Do this. Just telling him I appreciate him pulling up. Oh, man. Yeah, they're my Seminoles. Until next week.
Man, and I can't believe this guy right here. Boy, I tell you.
Who, me?
That surprises me.
CB.
Nah, you.
Why?
Oh, they're my Seminoles. Man. Man. I tell you. Much respect, though, Mace. Much respect.
What have I been saying the last 10 minutes? Next week, for the first time, I'm picking against them.
I can't root for Florida State regardless. I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't.
I'm betting on Florida State. That's why I'm rooting for them to cover.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I get you.
You don't see me wearing paraphernalia. You don't see me wearing Florida State gear.
I know that's
For
right.
you, CB. Appreciate you, man. Oh, man. It's funny, though. I get a kick out of it, man. Hey, I saw them last year beat LSU in the Superdome. And I said, hey, I saw them, and I told CB this back in the summer. They're going to rip LSU. Everybody was taking LSU. I took the Seminoles. Don't do that. Don't pick with your heart. Pick with your mind, Mason. You know, I'm going to say something about CB right now. And I'm going to be honest with it. And I hope CB appreciates what I'm going to say about it. I get along with him, in my opinion, very nicely. Okay. I know he gets annoyed at my ass. Like when I interviewed him last time, I could tell by his demeanor. He was annoyed at my ass because of the tour thing. Okay. I'm just being real here. He hasn't been in here much. So I want you, Canes, to tell him, have I ripped Tua this year?
Nah.
Have I defended Tua this year?
Yeah.
There you go. Dolphins know what they got to do Sunday. Dolphins know what they got to do Sunday. And I told you, I'll say it again. I saw the entire Chiefs game yesterday. The Chiefs are wounded. Mahomes got his ass kicked yesterday. This is a perfect time for the Dolphins to blow them off the water, bro. And I really believe Tyreek Hill's got a monster game Sunday, bro. I do. Like I said earlier this morning, folks, if you wasn't here, Kansas City, Miami, probably potentially the best 9:30 game of all time in the morning Sunday. Kansas City has to cover Tyreek Hill, who they're probably double team. Smythe, Claypool, Barrios, Waddle, and if A-Chain comes back this week, A-Chain out of the backfield. And the way the Chiefs and the defense played well yesterday for Kansas City, that wasn't the problem. Problem was the Broncos. That's right, baby. Fence up. You damn right. The problem is I'm gonna take Miami in the 2.5 Sunday. By the way, that's one of my plays on Sunday in the NFL. I'm gonna take Miami 2.5 point underdog. I'm gonna take the Dolphins and go Fins. Chiefs are in trouble, folks, and they're in trouble because number 10 is not in red no more. He's in aqua, in orange. And my mom called. Yeah, go ahead, Kane. You speak first. Then I'll say what my mom.
You finish.
Who?
I say you finish. I'll go.
All right, then I'll finish this real quick. My mother called me up about 45 minutes ago, and she was screaming at me on the phone. What happened to my Chiefs yesterday? And I keep reminding my mom, number 10 now wears aqua and orange. And, you know, my mother's a Dolphin fan first. Yeah, he did. Star Pete, he did call the Broncos over the Chiefs. He sure did. Now, my mother's cool with it because she supports the Dolphins big time. She got me into it, believe it or not. My mother, by the way, is a big sports fan in the family. She's cool with Tyreek being on the Dolphins because it makes Tua, helps Tua, and she loves Tua. But her baby used to be Russell Wilson. Her baby now is Patrick Mahomes, and she is. My mother is scared to death what the Dolphins going to do on Sunday. Oh boy. For Dolphin fans, do not be surprised if Emmanuel Ogbah is traded tomorrow. You damn right, fans. It might get ugly, it's true. This is, for me, let me put it this way. I'm going to do the Chiefs side. Forget Miami's side. I think Miami's going to be okay as long as they run the football. Miami will be just fine. This is the biggest game in a long time since Derek Thomas, Neil Smith, Tracy Simeon. I know, folks, I'm going 30 years back. This is the biggest game for the Chiefs defense in a long, long, long time. This defense is good. It's a good defense the Chiefs finally developed. Thanks to Tyreek Hill, because with all those draft picks, the Chiefs built defense with the 22 draft. And these kids are good in Kansas City. For Miami to win this game, this is the biggest game for the Dolphins' offensive line in a long time. Because Chris Jones is still there, and they got this huge defensive end that made Russell Wilson look like crap yesterday. The Chiefs ain't got nothing for us. We turned the tide in the AFC. Yeah, Miami wins, folks. We need cornerback. Yeah, he's talking about the center, Conway. If Miami wins this game, folks, they're going to be 12-2 on Christmas Eve against Dallas. They ain't losing when they come off the bye. And I didn't want to do this game, but I have to. Because on week 11, the early games suck. The Thursday night game is awesome. I'll be doing that one. That'll be Lamar versus Joe Burrow. But I have to. I decided. I said, all right, I'll do the Dolphins off the bye, killing the Raiders. I'll do that for old time's sake. And CB is right. They do need Connor Williams back. It's a huge game for the Dolphins' offensive line. It's huge. So basically this game is going to come down to this: the Chiefs' defense against Miami's offensive line. If Miami's offensive line holds up, and I believe Miami could run the ball on the Chiefs. I do. I think Miami could run the ball easily against the Chiefs defense. And if I am Mike McDaniel, who I keep saying is a football savant. He's brilliant at what he does, designing offense. I would throw a curveball at the Chiefs and just pound them. Keep Mahomes off the field, get them frustrated. Okay? Just run the football at the Chiefs. Run the football. Keep Mahomes off the field. And with Tua and his weapons out there, you give Miami a short field, folks, they're going to put points on the board. I love Miami in this game. I'm going to take Miami in the 2.5 this week. Miami, the Hurricanes, Jacksonville State, folks. That's right. You heard me say this. Jacksonville State and my Seminoles have been my winning tickets this year in football. Let me play it. If we can run the ball on them, it's a win. Oh, yeah. It's an automatic win. I totally agree with that, family. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with what CB just said. Let's do this, folks, for this Saturday. Let's do it. Oh man, let's do it. There we go, folks. Let's do it. Fair use, fair use. My Seminoles gains. You hear him. That's right. Let's do it, everybody. They've been awesome for me this year. Love them this week, 21.5. Let's do it, gang. Shall we? This is for everybody. Let me do this a little lower. Do it a little bit more. Let's do it, everybody. Let's go. We will be on the air next Saturday night in Tallahassee. Okay, folks? Chop. Florida State, everybody, the war chant. There you go. There you go. Florida State, the war chant, everybody. Florida State. There you go. That's for you, CB. That's for CB, everybody. Caves, wave your arm, bro. I will say this. If Florida State wins next week, they'll go undefeated, I feel. And I give them a hell of a chance to knock off Georgia in the playoffs. I do. I give Michigan a shot too. I don't know who number 4 is going to be. I don't know who's going to be number 4. But right now, you're looking at Florida State is number 3 right now. If they win next week, they'll stay there for the rest of the season. Now, I'm going to tell you, and I know Finns will agree with this. I mean, not Finns. Oh, yeah, Fence. Yeah, CB. I call him CB. I'll tell you who is the big difference in Florida State this year is that transfer from Michigan State. That receiver reminds me a lot of Odell Beckham in his young days. The kid jumped up the other day, snatched it with one hand. That kid is completely awesome. 305 in the building. Look who's made it after mid-morning say hello to his boys. 305 in the building. Yeah, Keon Coleman. That's him. Oh, I love him. That kid is a dog. Hell yeah, he's the truth, bro. Hell yeah, that kid is real. But hey, Miami got some guys. I'll say it right now because Canes is in the building. Canes, this is not the same Miami team where you guys made it drizzle and thunderstorm in South Beach last year, dude. It's a different hurricane team, bro. Oh, man. 305 in the building. Appreciate him coming by this morning. I'll be back on tonight for the World Series. Wear my Mercury Morris jersey tonight, baseball jersey. Even my mother, she caught me yesterday and I wore my Larry Zonka and I left her house yesterday morning before I came on the air. And that Zonka jersey is beautiful, isn't it, fellas? All right. 305 in the building. Get ready to have his lunch in about an hour. Knowing 305, the way he likes to eat, he made him a basket of chicken this morning, took it to work. Oh, man. $305 in the building. Oh, yeah, 305 is pumped up for next Saturday night in Tallahassee. He wants that one real bad. I'm going to pick the Hurricanes next week in Tallahassee. That's right. I'm going to pick the Hurricanes next week. Appreciate CB at work pulling up same as 305. Me and Canes is up here. Take this to 12:10. Then I'm out. Be back later tonight for the World Series. I'm going to start putting up some thumbnails for our quadruple header Sunday. You know what the first one's going to be? It's going to be called Tyreek's Revenge. As Tyreek is going to on his quest for 2,000 yards. And I'll say it now. They went on Sunday, whole habit by the time they played the Jets the second time. The fog ball coming to Tallahassee. The fog ball. That's an L for them, boys. Don't pick with your heart base. The afternoon drizzles ain't got nothing for us. As Canes dropped off, 305 said, tell me Coach Mays didn't said that my Seminoles. Yeah. But when we play them next Saturday night, you know who I'm going with, brother. I'm not going with them next week. I'm going with us. I'm not stupid. Canes predicts Hurricanes 48, FSU 38. I think it's going to be a little lower than that. I could see 34-28. Evil team. But I think Florida State is in for a rude awakening next Saturday night. I don't think they realize how good Miami is now. And I'm going to say this for Florida State. You're going to have a hard time getting through that Miami fortress, their new offensive line. That is a monstrous CB offensive line. And I'm not biased. Okay? To me, the Hurricane season is over. Once they got the way they lost to Georgia Tech and then to Drake May, the same Drake May I saw on the CW network last Saturday night lose to Virginia. The same Virginia team, if the coach wasn't such a coward, took Miami to overtime. So, but Miami's gonna get up for this. Damn well they are. You think they forgot about last year, 53-14? You think my Hurricanes forgot about that? Miami having a big breakfast. Miami says the Hurricanes are war ready this Sunday against Kansas City and next Saturday night in Tallahassee. What up, brothers? Yeah, he's saying what's up to CB. Dat boy's yo, Dat boy, pull up. Pull up, bro. We're gonna talk. Pull up, boy. Get up here, nephew. Because if you missed the show earlier, I gave Joe Burrow his flowers today. I hate saying that phrase. Joe Burrow got the #1 game ball from yesterday's games. The way he toyed with the 49ers, folks. Yes, you heard me right. Toyed. I'm sorry, we got to do it. Let me see this. They're going to get dog walked again. You know what? This is what I like, what's going on right now. Because this shows you guys how much of I'm not a biased guy when I do this stuff. I'm not biased. I mean, I'm having a good laugh with Finn's right now. Finn's take CB83 because he's a big Seminoles fan, and I'm a big Hurricanes fan. So is 305. So is Canes. But to me, the Hurricane season's over. And once you get 2 losses, you're playing for nothing. But I do believe Miami could pull it off. Let me get nephew up here. We're gonna talk about his boy Joe Burrow. What a performance yesterday by Joe Burrow. And again, a special game ball to Tyreek Hill, first receiver in the history of the sport of the NFL to get over 1,000 yards in half a season. Finn said the Noles will win by 2 scores. That could be anything. That could be by 30. That could be by 20. That could be by 17. That could be by 10, 14. But he's really so confident about his Canes. About his Noles. Apologize for that, brother. Waiting for that boy to pull up so we could talk about Joe Burrow's performance yesterday. And I did the Dolphins already. If you missed that, it's like I said, Miami took care of business yesterday. And like I said, folks, all year long, Miami, the AKA MVP lounge, I love you, man. Like I said, all year long, Miami is good, folks. I told the Dolphin fans, let me call them what I call them, the Dolphin fools. I told them 6 months ago the Dolphins are the sleeper in the league, and they've turned out to be that way. All right, Canes is back up here. We're expecting that boy to pull up so we could talk about Joe Burrow, who was absolutely brilliant yesterday. Kyle Shanahan said they had no answers for Joe Burrow. And the Bengals showed up yesterday. And Peter King, you're going to get the Chris Russo treatment next week, fat man. So get ready for that. Because you said Friday with an arrogance, no way the Bengals win both games. I'm going to tell you right now, folks. The Buffalo Bills, as you see them, you just had to ruin the moment, right? I'm going to say it again, I'm going to say it again, CB. He's all right, bro. It's the system that makes him. All that McDaniel's done is put Alabama's offense for him. He's all right. I mean, he's all right. I mean, he's legit. He's not a fraud. But the system makes him, bro. And guess who else makes him? And I've been saying this all year long. Tyreek Hill makes him, CB. I'm sorry to tell you that. Tyreek Hill right now is headed to immortal status in the NFL. He's better. I hate to say this to people. He's better than T.O. and Moss. You know why? He got a chip and could get another one this year. Tyreek Hill, if he gets 2,000 yards, folks, he's an immortal for the rest of his career in this sport. Immortal. He's up there with Paul Warfield, another great Dolphin wide receiver, and Jerry Rice. He's right there with them. If he gets 2,000, he's with them. And if he gets another championship in Miami, my Lord, you could start talking about him as great as ever. Real talk, Tyreek. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, CB. It's Tyreek Hill. Why? Tua is as good as he is. Star P loves his Bills. That may go up in flames next Sunday night at 11:30 Eastern time. Miami Dolphins, he's doing the legend killer again. Tua and the Dolphins need to play mistake-free football, and the defense need to step up if they want to win, bro. I think Miami has to run the football. Tua's done his job, Canes. I keep saying this. Miami has to run the football. This is nothing on Tua. And I know the Tua haters hate when I say this. Tua is just fine. So he's all right. He's fine. Tua does his job. Tua is not the problem in Miami. It's that goddamn offensive line, and can they run the football consistent? CB said it right here. Let me find what CB said when he said this. And CB is on point. Let me get this. I'll put it like that. What's up, that boy? Good morning. We're going to do your boy right now. You ready, nephew?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, Max, whenever you is.
What a performance by Joe Burrow yesterday. Totally manhandled the 49ers yesterday.
Yeah, it was a nice game to watch for sure. I definitely thought they was gonna lose that one, man.
No, I had them all week to win in San Francisco.
Yeah. Well, man, once I heard Purdy was playing, man, I'm like, man, it's over for him, man. But no, they definitely put up a fight.
And what did you do yesterday? You you exposed Brock Purdy, your defense, what he is.
Yeah.
Did you see what's our boy? Who's 85 in San Francisco, the tight end?
Oh, Kittle.
Did you see him on the sidelines yesterday unloading on Brock Purdy?
No, I did.
Yeah.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, he unloaded on Brock Purdy, bro.
That's wild, man.
And Mr. Miami said it right there. I've been saying it for the last 3 years. Tua equals Troy Aikman. That's right. I've been saying that up here. Exactly, 305. Back to your boy yesterday. I gave him the number 1 game ball this morning, bro. What a fucking performance by Joe Burrow.
Yeah, man. It was a good game for sure.
That was vintage Joe Burrow yesterday, folks. That was Super Bowl Joe yesterday, folks.
Yeah.
They slapped San Francisco around yesterday, folks. In San Francisco. All right. He may not got 100 yards, but I think Joe Mixon was the key yesterday early, this running through the 49er defense, bro.
Yeah, man. Everybody look healthy now, man. That's the difference.
Next Sunday night, we're going to have it up here. Yesterday, I was bored. Today, this Sunday, I'm going to be pumped because the Dolphin game is first on Sunday. This is the moment of truth for the Buffalo Bills this Sunday night. And I don't like their chances. especially the way the Bengals went into San Francisco and basically toyed with the 49ers. Toyed with the 49ers yesterday.
Surprisingly, yeah, man, they won that pretty easily.
That game was over, folks, yesterday at 10 minutes after 7 Eastern time. Okay? It was so bad. On my local CBS affiliate, they showed you the end of the Broncos and Chiefs. I was watching that on my phone yesterday. And then they showed you the end of Lamar having his day yesterday against Arizona. That's how quick that CBS game went. And let me say this to you. I love Jim Nantz. Didn't it bother you a little bit that Jim Nantz was begging Brock Purdy to do something?
I'm a Jim Nance fan myself. Like, but yeah, it was kind of weird. Like, as many times as he's been in Cincinnati, like,
oh my God, he was like begging Brock Purdy to do something yesterday.
It's wild.
Yeah, man.
I think he'd be more of a Bengals fan, but I guess not.
No. I don't think it's that. I think what it is this. We know who Joe Burrow is. We know who Joe Burrow is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now we know what Brock Purdy is. And Brock Purdy, folks, is the reason why they lost 3 in a row. Okay? He's all right. He's nothing special.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Joe Burrow, hey, Bengals got a tough schedule too moving forward. Him and Lamar and then Tyreek Hill near 2,000 yards. Those are your MVP candidates, folks. I hate to tell you. And you got to throw in Trevor Lawrence. Nobody in the NFC. Now that Brock Purdy's been exposed. I don't want to hear about Jalen Hurts. I don't want to hear about him. Okay.
He had a day yesterday too, though. He definitely did. Did he have like 4 touchdowns yesterday?
Yeah, 4. And something about him I just don't dig. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's going to represent the NFC for the MVP, but it's all AFC. Lamar, Burrow, Sunshine, and Tyreek Hill. Those are your guys in the NFL. And if Miami beats the Chiefs and Tyreek goes off, Patrick Mahomes, we'll see you next preseason for MVP consideration. And I love Mahomes, but I watched that game yesterday. They got their asses kicked by the Bronco defense, bro. The Chief defense played great. Kansas City couldn't get in the end zone, bro. That was an ass whipping by the Broncos, and that's why they got the second game ball this morning. Ready for Sunday night rematch with the Bills?
Yeah, I definitely am. That's the game, yeah.
There you go. The NFL the media is trying to spin it that the Bills, they like the Bills for some strange reason. I don't know what it is. The Bills were handling, no, media. The ass whipping the Bengals gave them last year. And if that is going to be the narrative, I got news for the national media. 2 things is going to happen. If Miami beats the Chiefs Sunday and the Bengals beat the Bills, you can wave goodbye to Buffalo. That's it for them. Done. Okay? Done. Look at their schedule coming up, folks. Knowing that the Bengals whip their ass again, done. Number 2, Miami's going to be gone. If they win this week and they lose, Miami's going to be gone. Because Miami's next 5 games are a piece of cake. Jets, Raiders, Jets, Redskins, Tennessee on a Monday night. That's right, folks. Tennessee on a Monday night. And then the Jets again. They're going to win all 5. So, Buffalo, if the media makes it out to be this song and dance about Hamlin, The Bengals are going to say, we just beat San Francisco. And now they're singing a sorry-ass song for these motherfuckers. Let's put these motherfuckers away in our building. And I promise you next Sunday night, that'll be this Sunday night, the Bengals will put Buffalo away.
Hope so.
You know, bro, if you did what you did to San Francisco,
Yeah.
with no Tre'Davious White, no Milano for Buffalo, their two best defensive players out for the year.
Oh, good. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, I would take the Lions tonight over the Raiders, Star P. Yeah, I would do that. Matter of fact, Star P, let me give you for next Sunday. Let me give you for next Sunday. You go run with this. What happened to Taylor Swift? Let me hear this. What happened to Taylor Swift? No. Swift wasn't at the game Sunday. I know that. They're doing this Taylor Swift thing. I guess Glorilla being representing the Steelers this weekend didn't help them.
Yeah, she was at the game.
She was in the locker room Friday. She met Mike Tomlin on Friday. She couldn't contain herself.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yes, Glorilla did not help the Steelers yesterday.
How you feel about the Titans, huh?
I like what I saw yesterday, bro.
Levis ain't bad.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Let me give Star P some picks, bro, for this week for the NFL. And I don't know about Pickett. I don't know about him. I don't know how bad his shoulder is. Hurt his shoulder yesterday. Let me see. Oh, man. Some picks. Ooh. Good. Take the Saints minus 6.5 against the Bears this week. Take the Raiders minus 3 against the Giants this week. And definitely, let me see. Take the Chargers minus 1.5 against the Jets this week. There you go. Bengals only make sure I got the one right. Bengals 2-point favorite over the Bills. That may be my main play this week. So there you go, bro. I just gave you the picks for this week. There you go. Run with it. Take the Saints minus 6.5 at home against the Bears. Take the Raiders a field goal against the Giants. And take the Chargers Monday night 2 points over the Jets. There you go. 2-point favorites. So they're all favorites this week for you, brother. Bro, I'll tell you right now, with the slow start you guys had, the Saints should be better. Star P. So go ahead. Saints minus 6.5. Who else? Chargers minus 2. And the third one is Raiders minus 3. All favorites this week. Take them. Now, I got nephew up here. We're having a good conversation of him, me and him. I'll be out of here at 12:05. So let me wrap it up with him real quick, and he'll be back with us tonight. World Series tonight. We'll talk more football tonight. NBA tonight. Bucks and the Heat tonight.
Okay.
Dame Lillard will open up about the Heat press conference tonight. Miami media requested it. They're going to get answers from him. I think your Bengals are ready, bro. 3 in a row. I think they're ready to take off. In an AFC, to me, and I've been saying this, the road goes through the AFC North to me. You agree with that?
Yeah, I definitely do. This year,
yeah. Go ahead.
I was saying this year how down the Chiefs are. They're not playing their best football. Definitely go through the AFC North this year.
I think so. I think the Jaguars and the Dolphins are two teams to keep your eyes on. I'm specifically talking to you because as well as Lamar Jackson has played, Joe Burrow's getting it going now. For him to do what he did yesterday. I thought what Lamar did last Sunday against Detroit was the most impressive performance. It was Joe Burrow going out to the Bay Area and totally toying with the 49ers.
Yeah. Their D seems off. Or something about their D, too. I don't know what's going on in San Fran.
I guess, again, I think it's Brock Purdy, bro. This is 3 games in a row. Brock Purdy got his ass kicked. It's Brock Purdy, bro. Good thing the 49ers got a bye. But one of our big games, week 10, folks, will be in Jacksonville for the 49ers and the Jaguars, week 10. That's the early game. So, and to me, that's a big game for the Jaguars, bro.
Yeah.
If the Jaguars want to be considered Super Bowl contenders in the AFC, win that one.
But Bengals see the Jaguars later on in the year, too.
Yeah. In Cincinnati, right?
I think it's in Cincinnati.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. So, Star P, jump on those picks, bro. Saints against the Bears. You know you're going to win that. Take the 6.5. Raiders over the Giants. You're going to win that. Take the +3. Giants playing their third string to further notice at quarterback. And the Chargers at the Jets. I don't think the Jets can score on the Chargers defense. So, take those games this week. I see you guys ready to take off, and I do believe you guys will take off, bro. I'm dead serious. I think the Bengals are ready to explode. I think the Bengals got it going. They've won 3 in a row. Everybody forgot about how great Joe Burrow is, and Joe Burrow is great, folks. And you know what else I like about that game yesterday, nephew?
What?
The Bengals treated that game like a business trip.
Yeah, finally. Finally. Usually the Bengals go out. Any out west game they get smashed out west. They came out with a win this time.
Also, folks, it goes to show you, and I said this back in the summer when I was up here, AFC North is clearly the best division in football, bar none. I don't want to hear about the NFC East. That division is a joke. Okay? It's a joke. AFC North is where it is. Okay? Yeah, I think the media is going to make a bad mistake making this game about Hamlin. I think they are, bro. I think that is going to fire up the Bengals even more,
man. Yeah, no doubt. Definitely should. I was supposed to go to that Buffalo game last year. I actually got to get on the phone and see if I can grab some tickets.
Yeah, grab some tickets for that one, man. This is for you. Buffalo this week. Texans week 10. At the Ravens. That's a Thursday night game. I'm going to do that game up here. You got Steelers at the weekend of Thanksgiving. Then the Jaguars on Monday night. That game is in Jacksonville.
Okay.
The Colts The Vikings with this guy tore his Achilles, Jefferson now. Vikings are going to play for a quarterback in this year's draft. They're done. At the Steelers, Christmas Eve. At the Chiefs, I know you look forward to that one. Then the Browns. So the schedule is good enough, but Joe Burrow also can win the MVP this year. Do not count him out of the MVP conversation. I got you. Thanks, Mac Daddy Mace. You got it, man. Go play that this week. I would parlay it too if I'm you. Make it a parlay, bro. Those 3 games, make it a parlay. Make that a parlay. I don't see the Giants beating the Raiders. I definitely don't see the Jets putting up enough points to beat the Chargers. And no way in hell the Bears beat the Saints indoors. That ain't happening. At the Superdome, I don't see that happening at all, bro. Last 10 minutes with Nephew. I'll be back tonight for the pregame of the World Series. We'll talk some football tonight too. Would you like to see Mike? Would you like to see? Would you like to see young Tobin make a move tomorrow at the deadline? Something you need?
I really don't know now, considering how good they playing. I really don't see a need now. I was talking about packing it up earlier this season, but now they're on the road.
Yeah.
All right. The other receiver, the tall white dude, Irvin, he's coming up big. They really don't need Marvin Harrison.
Bengals look good, folks. They do. I mean, for them to walk into Frisco and dominate like that, and they did dominate San Francisco, folks. They put the fear of God in Brock Purdy, and that's 3 weeks in a row now. Flores did it, and Myles Garrett did it the week before. San Francisco needs this break this week, this bye this week before they go to Jacksonville.
Yeah, they do.
And I'll say it again, and I said it earlier this morning when I came on the air, folks. San Francisco, look up. Guess who's on top of you now? That's right. The baby Hawks are on top of you now in first place. And their dramatic win yesterday. What a game yesterday. Again, folks, I watched that Seattle game. Seattle made P.J. Walker look like Superman yesterday for 3 quarters. For 3 3/4 of the game, and then Bobby Wagner turned it up, tipped the football, was intercepted. Gino Smith, 49 yards, drove them down the field, hit Enigbar, the rookie from Ohio State, for his first touchdown of his career. And Seattle pulled it out with 28 seconds to go. They beat the Browns yesterday, 24-20. What a win for Seattle. Now they're in first place. And if they beat the Ravens this week, they will be in first place for a while in the NFC West until they play San Francisco Thanksgiving night. And you know I'm going to do that. That's the only game I'm doing that day, folks. I'm not doing the Redskins and the Cowboys, and I'm not doing the Packers and the Lions. I'm going to be on early that morning, give you the pregame for all 3 games, and then I'm out, and then I'll be back on the air about 7:15 Thanksgiving night. Get ready for the Seahawks and the Niners. I'm watching Will Levis. A lot of Texans, a lot of teams going to regret not getting him. Hey, I saw Will Levis yesterday, and I am not going to lie. That boy's going to like this. He reminded me a lot yesterday of a young Kenny Anderson.
No.
I said that on another platform last night. I said, it reminds me of a young Kenny Anderson, but we got to see more from Will Levis, though.
Right.
That was just one game, but I tell you, the happiest guy in that building was, yes, DeAndre Hopkins. Looked like DeAndre Hopkins yesterday.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That was a hell of a performance by Will Levis yesterday. C.J. Stroud shit the bed yesterday against Bryce Young. You cannot lose to Bryce Young, bro. You can't. Houston, no, none of us is going to take you seriously anymore. That was a winless Carolina team yesterday. All right? So Houston's dead to us now up here. Hey, how's your Wildcats doing, man?
You see, they up and down. They still trying to find their way. Still trying to find the quarterback. Right?
Okay. All right. You know, our boy got benched yesterday.
Yeah.
Into further notice.
Yeah. I seen Heineken a little bit of that game.
Iman makes a good point. Let me put it up there. He makes an excellent point. That game was rigged. They can't let the number 2 overall pick beat the number 1 overall pick. You're right about that. If Stroud would have threw 4 touchdowns yesterday, forget it, bro. Iman is right about that point. I hope Iman pulls up tonight. Tonight is the World Series, but we'll chill up here tonight and have a little fun up here.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back tonight. Thank you for having me on.
You have a great day and enjoy the 3-game winning streak now, man. You're back in the championship hunt. Congratulations, nephew.
Thank you.
There you go. Enjoy your day. That boy Vader, everybody. Thank you, man.
No problem.
What are you going to do? What are you going to say? I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? The Arizona said today they are not going to trade Kyler Murray. I'm surprised about that. Will Levis will start in Pittsburgh. Levis will win that game, by the way. I have no confidence in Pittsburgh's backup quarterback, Trubisky. No confidence at all. Tennessee can play defense. So I'm going to say that's going to be an ugly 13-10, 13-3 football game, whoever wins that. Who cares about Iman Perry? So I'll give him the news. Brian Dable on the hot seat here in New York. Tells you how quick things change. Daniel Jones is expected to practice on Wednesday. Good for him. All right, Jets center Connor McGovern dislocated his knee. Never good news for the Jets. Never good news. As the Mayo Man, that's what we call Will Levis puts mayo in his coffee. That's right, you heard me right. So, another sport taking shot at the NFL, saying that the NFL deadline is overrated. All right, Kendrick Bourne tore his knee yesterday, so he's out for the Patriots. So the Patriots will be playing for the lottery. Get a quarterback. Mac Jones is going to be gone from there. Let's see what else we got. Oh, man. Green Bay rewarded Rashawn Gary this morning with a $107 million extension for 4 years. So he'll be making $25 a year. A little bit more than that, probably. The Commanders, aka Redskins, said, but the fire sale they plan to do, they said unlikely. I don't know why Washington. I think you better make that move. All right, the NFL have ordered Houston sports paraphernalia to no longer use the Houston jerseys from the Oiler days. I think a college team was it was the Titans that was doing that. Pretty cool. Okay. Everybody says the Miami Dolphins throwbacks are the best in the NFL. I totally agree with that. Now that the Chargers wear theirs 4 or 5 times a year. Those Dolphins throwbacks are sweet. Sweet uniform. Mina Kimes from ESPN said the boring Brock Purdy gets too much credit when they win, and now is getting too much blame for their losses. As Brock Purdy got his ass kicked yesterday. Tried to tell Laura. Oh, man. So. A lot of empty seats in Denver yesterday. So. All right, this is the latest draft order. Cardinals is 1. Bears. And the Cardinals don't get their bye, folks, to week 15, believe it or not. Bears is number 2 they got 2 and 3 right now, the Bears. Giants 4, Patriots 5, Packers 6, Colts 7, Broncos 8, Rams 9, Washington 10. That's as of right now. And of course, things can change. Now everybody's calling Brock Purdy a pumpkin. Manzano's Justin Herbert, 298 passing yards and 3 TDs. Maybe the Chargers can make a push for the last playoff spot. So what a day for the NFL yesterday. Levis played excellent. Gino Smith's heroics yesterday after getting his ass beat for most of that game against the Browns. Seahawks throwback uniforms look so sweet yesterday. Them and the Dolphins and the Titans. Is about to get out of here. So we gave you an early morning show. We gave you about the NFL, the Tennessee Oilers for a year. Yeah, for 2 years. I see you, Dak. Bro, Dexter Lawrence injured both their centers. There you go. Also, what a day. I know they blew the game yesterday. What a day for the Giants' number 1 draft pick in 22 number 5. Oh my God, he looked a lot like he looked a lot like Derek Thomas yesterday. All right, let me make Iman happy. He looked a lot. Thibodeau looked a lot like LT yesterday. What a game that kid played yesterday. Kingdom Blue. Yep, beautiful. That boy got that right. Kingdom Blue. There you go. Let me get out of here. I want to thank that boy, Shake Money. Thank you, family, for congratulating me on my 1,000th show yesterday. Yep, we're in the K's now doing shows. That boy, Iman, Shake Money, CB83, Star P. Let me see who else came in here. Appreciate you guys coming by. People in the clouds, smash that like button on your way out. Appreciate you guys coming by for this morning show. We'll be back tonight in 7 hours for the night show. Let's see who else came in here today. Tony Manzano, even though we couldn't connect. Suspect Puma, my prayers are to you and your family and your 2 beautiful daughters, bro. You're always in my thoughts because you prayed for me a lot 2 years ago. You all did, and I love you for that. And of course, Weird Dolphin, aka Kings Dolphins 89, and of course 305 for pulling up. Yeah, Seahawks uniforms were looking good yesterday, man. Those shits were sweet. Star P, appreciate you, that boy. I appreciate you, Iman 305 and Canes. I will see you guys tonight in 7 hours for the World Series. Don't worry about that thumbnail. It'll be a fresh thumbnail up for tonight's game. Enjoy your lunch, everybody on the East Coast. It's mid-morning in the Rockies, early morning in the Pacific Northwest, and an hour of lunchtime in the Central and Southland time zone. This is the Central time zone. You're talking Texas and Louisiana down there, Mississippi Delta, where Mr. Miami loves to roll. We'll see you in 7 hours, everybody. Enjoy your day and get home safely. He's clear, G. I wonder why. Iman giving me the fire. I'll pull up. That game was rigged. Yeah, pull up tonight, bro. You better pull up tonight. We'll see you tonight, everybody. Love you. Enjoy your day. Get home safely. Good day from the Oasis, everybody. Thanks for coming. Hit that like and share button on your way out. Macy in the morning. Enjoy.